The 4th of July. What do people usually do? You hang out with your family, eat hot dogs, and start war crimes in your backyard.
Go be big.
That's the 4th in a nutshell. But what if we had that at the Queen Mary and professionals did it instead of teenagers? So, this year's 4th of July event was nothing special. It was the same just as last year. And just to think, my last 4th of July video was a year ago already. Time flies pretty fast. But enough about that. Let's talk about what happened this year on the Queen Mary for the 4th of July event. Starting off, like I said, it was nothing different to last year, but they had a lot of food places. Actually, they had a lot less food places this year than last year. They used to have them on top of on Sun Deck, but they only had food places on Promenade Deck. And when you go to these events, there are no seats. The Queen Mary did a pretty good job on putting seats out for like a normal day, but on these packed days, you're lucky to get a seat, and I was lucky to get a seat to eat a hot dog. The ship had a party area on the bow of the ship and on the stern of the ship, but the stern part was not as fun as the bow part, but that's mainly because back there is the VIP part, and that's where the fireworks go out. So they don't have anything up there. They only had a little stage, and that was to play music and announce the fireworks, but nothing really special. In the first class smoking room, every 4th of July event, they usually turn it into an arcade thing, and this year they did more than they had last year. Last year it was just the first class smoking room. They have a little room right next to it, and they actually this year went into that room and put more arcade things in. And it was pretty nice. I didn't play any of the games, but going in there was pretty fun. When you go to the 4th of July event, they have a flyover at 5 p.m. and it goes on for about 10 minutes, I think. But it is pretty cool to see the planes go over the ship. Now, if you go to the event, the map is really confusing. And I can prove that because about hundreds of people came up to me and asked me, do you work here and do you know where this is? Because, I wear a suit every time I go and I look pretty schmexy in it. And I help like everybody. Like I didn't have a lot of time to myself because I was helping a lot of people. So if the Queen Mary, you're definitely not watching this, you need to update your map better because it is really confusing to people. And looking at the map to me, I understand it because I know the ship inside and out, but to the normal day Joe that doesn't go to the ship, they do not know where to go. I did not get to taste test a lot of the food because I didn't really feel good that day, and all I had there was a hot dog. But last year I had chicken strips and they weren't the best, but this year I had a hot dog and the hot dog was pretty good. It's just that it was a lot of bread. Like imagine like a Subway foot long bread with a hot dog in the middle of it, and that was the same thing as this hot dog, but it was pretty good. I ate almost all of it, except a lot of the bread. But hot dog, thought the 7 out of 10, pretty good. Now, I have some complaints about the fireworks show. Last year, I watched the fireworks show on the stern of the ship right next to a fire extinguisher, and I liked it. But this year, I wanted to change things up, so I wanted to watch the fireworks show on the bridge of the ship. And I held that spot for 3 hours, and everybody else went to the starboard side of the bridge. Nobody was on the port side of the bridge, so I was the only person there. And the fireworks show starts up a little late. It's supposed to start at 9 o'clock. It starts like 4 minutes later. And I was watching it for 5 minutes, and then I got kicked out from the bridge from a worker. And if you ever go to the events, the security are they're not nice. Queen Mary's security are not nice at all. Like the normal crew, they're the nicest people I've ever met. Their security sucks. They are so mean, especially when they help you park. I swear one of them wanted to fight us. It was so bad. But my one complaint is they kicked us off the bridge, and I held my spot for 3 hours, and they do that because they want you to pay the VIP so you can go to the stern of the ship, the very back of the ship, because like I said, the stern of the ship, a lot of it's VIP and you can't go down there. And they want you to pay like $400, I think, for I think it's $400 for a VIP pass to go to the back of the ship. And the bridge doesn't get the fireworks good. The cow vents are in the way, and you only see them like maybe like half of it in the sky, and it's not that good. And they kicked us out, and I was pretty sad. So I watched like the whole like half of the show on the gangways, and then I usually end it in the parking lot because this year parking was horrible. I was a little late to park at the ship. I should have listened to their post. Their post said to get here early because parking's gonna be horrible. It was. We had a park at the Memorial Park right in front of the ship on the grass. I never thought you would have to park there. But the only reason why we had to, because the Anthem Theater kind of took a lot of the parking spaces up. So I don't know, but the Anthem Theater is amazing and it earns so much money for the ship and I love it. No hate to the theater. But you do not have to listen to me. You can go there for yourself. It is amazing, and I would recommend you go to the 4th of July party that they have every year. And if you ever want to meet me, and I bet you 0 people want to meet me, I go to every 4th of July party on the ship every year. It is my favorite thing to do. But with all of that said, that is it for this video. If you want to see more videos like this, give me a like and please subscribe. We're almost to 80 subscribers, and I know that's not something big, but it's big to me. And I don't know, maybe the Queen Mary will see me one day. Alright, bye.